New year, new hopes for travel. Who's with me? After 2 years of pandemic restrictions and canceled trips, Canadians are cautiously hopeful that this could be the year things start to turn around. So what are some emerging travel trends to keep an eye on? Joining us this morning, fresh off a 3-month stint in France, travel journalist Loren Christie. Hey, welcome back, by the way. How was the trip?
Thank you so much. Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Great thing to do.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about your experience, firstly, with all of the changing rules, because as you're away, things were changing constantly. So what's your advice on this?
Well, I just think, more than a trend, these are the new table stakes. I think you're constantly going to see change happen, especially this year as we try to climb our way out of the pandemic. And I think the best thing you can do is embrace it. And as you probably know, Lindsey, I had trouble getting home myself just on Monday and Tuesday from Paris, because they changed the rules over the course of a week and different people interpreted what day 10 versus day 11 versus day 12 was. Unfortunately, I got COVID, so I was marooned for a little while longer than I thought to. Luckily, the symptoms were very mild. Thank you, vaccines. And I recovered and I got home. But anyway, just embrace those changes because you can't escape them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad to hear you're okay, by the way. Another trend going strong, workcations. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, well, so G Adventures released a survey back at the end of the year, and basically 30% of Canadians are saying that they're planning, as they move forward in the future, to combine work and holiday. And I think, with the hassles out there with traveling sometime, I think this is a trend that's going to grow, because basically what it's saying is people who now have the ability to work remote and changing office norms, instead of going for a 1-week holiday, let's go for 2. And then the second one, I'll work remote and get more bang for my buck. And I think you'll see this trend continue, particularly among demographics, of course, that don't have school-aged children.
Yeah, and just change your background and nobody will know, as long as you're not on the beach with the sound of the waves. We know how that one played out. Okay, next up, sustainability continues to be a trend travelers are embracing. So we're talking about environmental or social or both?
Both. And, this was a little bit of a silver lining of COVID. I think, travelers and businesses alike took the time when everything slowed down to really look at themselves and what their impacts on the world were, good or bad. And I think getting out of this, there was some talk pre-pandemic about being better, but I think you're really going to see people actually be better. And whether that's travelers demanding it of businesses or businesses doing it on their own, you're going to see things, just to give you a few examples, Venice limiting the crowds going in and off the cruise ships. You're going to see more carbon offsetting programs. You're going to see hotels starting to buy more local. I know the Falls View down in Niagara, for example, is now changing to buy all 95% local Niagara wine, which kind of makes sense, but they didn't do it before.
Slow vacations, what does that mean?
I think everybody's ready to take a holiday, but I think we've all changed the pace in which we do things over the last 2 years. And I think, combining some of the trends I just talked about, I think what people really are going to be looking for as they move forward in 2022, outdoor. Slow it down. If it is urban, or if you are going to different countries, instead of doing the country hop around Europe, you go to one place. And part of that is because, trying to keep up with all the changing rules is hard. But I think it also is about supporting local and slowing it down and really embracing the community that you're visiting.
Speaking of embracing a trend you are very familiar with, and my hat's off to you with this dog-friendly travel. This is a big thing.
It is a big thing. And as you know, Lindsey, I took my 2 dogs to France, but I think even in Canada, you're going to see more people coming out with dog-friendly things. 32% of Canadians now own a dog. So whether you want to travel with your dogs or you have to travel with your dogs, if people can make your life easier by giving you, various options, hotels like the Hotel Fairmont Vancouver has a dog program. Halifax last year had a patio for pooches program where you could bring your dogs to the terraces. Now in France, I have to tell you, we could bring them right into the restaurants, and I don't see that happening in Canada anytime soon. But it's good. You can bring your dogs a lot of places.
It's pretty
I'm proof
impressive.
of it.
Yeah, exactly. We're looking at the pictures of that proof. What was their favorite destination, just out of curiosity?
You know what? They really liked Nice because they could go to the beach every night and run around. So, Paris was a little too urban for the dogs, but they really liked
Paris. All right, Loren, good to have you back. We're glad that you're safe and sound. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Lindsey. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.